Southern Mallee Giants netball and the excitement of the senior grade for the SMG. They have made it to the top three after a big win on the weekend. To join us and talk all about that is Zali Brown. Hey Zali, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Wayne. How are you?
Yeah, real good. I bet you're excited to beat the Stall Warrior girls 57-42 at your Hopetoun Courts. That puts you in third place and you can't be knocked out of that. That is exciting for the side.
We are so very excited. We were actually in Billa on the weekend, but we had that home game. We had all the momentum with us. We really wanted to win this game so that we could, secure that third spot, and we were able to do it, and we were very happy with our performance.
Really good. Having a look at how the better players performed. You had Cody Roberts and Jodie Hayes were named. Good effort there. And I noticed that 23 goals from Steph Thompson was a pretty good effort, and a girl called Zali Brown got 34. So your shooting was pretty good.
Yeah, no, we worked really well our mid-court. Jodie and Cody worked really hard to get the ball into Steph and I, and we just got the goals at the end, which is what we're there to do. But it was really team effort, good defensive pressure, and we really worked for the full 4 quarters.
Yeah, you did. And first quarter they equalled you on score. Second quarter you got away from them 12-8, and then it went to better from there. 14 in the third one to their 11. You just outscored them each quarter, then 17-9 in the last. So really a comprehensive win. You didn't lose any quarter of the match, so that is really good. In other senior netball, it was Horsham Saints over Dimboola, and a good win for them. Dimboola not too far away though, 9 away.
No, they aren't too far away. I think I'm not surprised that Saints got on top of them. They're very strong, sitting second on the table. But Dimboola are close, and they're in that group of teams that are still fighting for finals. There's about 4 teams that can still potentially make it, and they're definitely fighting for their spot.
They are. Ararat in 4th, Dimboola 5th at the moment, Minyip Matoa 6th, and Stall in 7th. Having a look at the other matches, it was a good performance by Ararat. A low-scoring game. It was over at Minyip, 36-29 in A-grade senior netball. That is a really low score, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it just bounced between the ends. A lot of defensive pressure, probably a lot of turnovers. But yeah, it was impressive by Ararat. They needed to win. They're trying to keep their finals hopes alive. Minyip, not a good one for them to lose, but they might bounce back.
All right, a good chance for them. In the Bs, it was a big loss. Stall 70 to your girls 21.
Yeah, really tough for our girls. We are still short in the B grade more than probably any other grade. We've had a lot of injuries. That team is changing week on week. So they go out there, they do their absolute best, but they did fall a bit short on the weekend. They
did. Taya Horman and Cecia Horman were the better players. Those girls are pretty good at the Giant Jenga too, from what I can recall from the speed field days. And goals to Tia Credlin 11 and Jonty George with 10. So the girls playing up in a high grade, younger girls, it's good to see.
Yeah, absolutely. We had the sisters in the defensive ends, and they did really well all game working together. They must have had a bit of practice off court, I reckon.
Good stuff to see. Having a look at the next grade, which is the C grade girls, 28-27. That's a massive win for them. Well, 1 goal is not a massive win, but it's a big win for the Southern Mallee Giants C girls, because they haven't enjoyed too many of those through the years. So that is a really good win.
Yeah, absolutely. It was super exciting for the C graders. They've had, they fit in both games. The first half, but kind of dropped off in the second, but this time they were able to hold on and get over the line by 1 goal, which is a thriller. Everyone was on the edge of their seats, and it was very, very close, but I was very happy, and the whole club was getting around the C graders. Well
done. Rachel Watson got 20 and Macy Hoof with 8. Jamie O'Reilly, now that's Jamie from Patchewallick, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
A really good effort from her. She's playing absolute good netball right now. I've noticed her in the better players in the last few weeks. Having a look at the next grade, and it was the girls in the 15s. Now, these are, I'm going to sort of call them my girls, I think, after they all came around and joined us at the Giant Jenga, but they've come out and played really good netball, only just getting beaten by Stall, who are above them on the premiership table.
Yes, absolutely. Your girls, as we're going to call them, have done very well on the weekend. 3 goals, definitely not much in it. They were with them right through the whole game. just fell a little bit short at the end. But I think that little shout out you gave them last week got them closer, and I reckon if we give them another one this week, it might get them over the line.
All right, Marnie Cook and Macy Hoof, they were the best. Macy with 16 goals, and Izzy Allen, she's done well there with 5. Good effort from them, going down 21-24, just 3 goals out of it. They were actually equal at the three-quarter mark, 17 each, and a bit of screaming on the side of the court didn't quite get them home, but a good effort all the same from them. And in the 13 and unders, the girls in the early part of the day, they got out and hit 2 goals, but still got 23, but a good effort from the girls still learning at that age group and a lot smaller in actual size than some of their other combatants.
Yes, absolutely. A very small team, but that's all right because in the upcoming years they're going to grow, they're going to get bigger, stronger. They're learning so much in these years, in this year especially. So I can't wait to see how they all go next year and the years coming.
All right, we had Leah Hallam, got the 2 goals. Good on you, Leah. And Olivia Moore and Elena Glare. There you go. That is it Elena? How do you pronounce her first name?
Elena.
Oh, I got it right the first time. There we go. Good stuff from the 13-year-old girls there, and keep up the improvement through the next couple of games, and then next year a bit larger in size and higher and taller will help them be able to get there in the future. Having a look at this week in senior netball, this is going to be very good, Zali, because you girls have secured your future. That's good to see, but you come out against, well, you don't get a senior game, do you? Because Nil actually don't have one, I think, this week. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Us A graders, we get to let our bodies rest, recover, and get ready for the last round against the Saints.
That's a good thing, and you can't put any down, of course, because of the grading system. So it means the B grade girls come out and they'll be leading it for you. Unfortunately, they're going to have a tougher ask against the Neil girls, but that should be an interesting contest.
It definitely will be. Obviously, Neil don't have an A grade, so I can imagine some of their girls that would have played A grade are playing B grade. So I think their B grade is quite strong this year. So it's definitely going to be a really tough game for the girls. They beat us quite easily last time, and I just hope that this time we can claw a few goals back.
And claw a few back. They're second on the ladder in that competition, so it will be a very difficult game of netball for them. But in the C grade, your girls are on the bottom of the ladder, but have just shown something last week with an impressive performance there. Nil are at 6th position, and if they got a win against your girls, they'd still be in the running for that top 5. But your girls are playing well enough, I think, to actually really give them a good scare.
Absolutely. I think our girls have got, that win under their belt last week. I think they've got all the momentum with them coming into this week. It's going to be a home game. We've got that home ground advantage being in Hopeton, and hopefully, we can give them a real scare and potentially threaten their finals hope.
All right, now, the 15ers, the girls from Neil are on the bottom, and your girls are at the moment in 7th. So you've had 3 wins and a draw, and they haven't yet won. So they might think they're going to come out and try and get their first of the season. But I reckon the 15-year-old girls are just starting to get some teamwork together and might just get home.
Oh, I reckon I'm tipping these girls to get a good win on the weekend. I think last time when we played Neil, they played really well. So I think at home, I reckon they'll be really strong, and I can see them getting over the line this week.
I reckon they will too. And the 13-year-olds, they've got Neil, who are in 8th, and you girls in 7th. So with all of the difficulties that they've had, and the teams well above them being so much stronger and taller girls and a much more set field play and all those sorts of things, this week's a real opportunity to go out and get another win for the season, which would be terrific for the junior girls.
Oh, absolutely. I think they are a similar size to us, being a bit smaller, but that makes it quite even on the court. So I think the girls have only got 2 games left before the end of the season and finals, which we might not be in. But I think if we can get at least one of these 2 games as a win, that'll be a great way to end the season for the girls.
Be fantastic. Did you watch the Commonwealth Games gold medal and semi-finals this week, Zali?
Oh, I didn't get to watch all of them. I did watch a bit of I think I caught the last quarter of just about everything, but it was very exciting for our girls.
All right, has any of your girls ever hit a netball post and bent it?
No, thankfully not. She made it. She didn't look like she was in a lot of pain, but I feel like that would hurt.
I reckon it would have too. She wasn't showing it though. Very good defender for England, but in the semi-final, great performance from the Diamonds, getting home in a terrific contest. Well, great to have you, Zali, on talking about the Southern Mallee Giants netball girls, and we'll talk all about it again next time.
Can't wait. See you then.